Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try, the life you dream of keeps slipping through your fingers? Like you're running faster, reaching higher, and yet something invisible is holding you back? That weight you feel on your shoulders, the tension in your chest, the racing thoughts in your mind, they're not just stress, they are walls. Invisible barriers built from years of overthinking, doubt, and a relentless pressure to do more, achieve more, be more. And the truth is, those walls aren't keeping the world from giving you what you want. They're keeping you from receiving it. Imagine for a moment what it would feel like to let that weight melt away. To release every thought that says you're not enough, every fear that whispers you're not ready, and every tension that tells your body to brace for struggle. Imagine breathing deeply and feeling your mind unclench, your shoulders loosen, your chest expand with relief. There is a kind of power in that stillness, a quiet force that the world rarely teaches you to use. But this force is real. It is the key to manifesting everything you want, and it has nothing to do with forcing, pushing, or striving harder. Relaxation is not weakness. It is not giving up. It is not waiting for life to happen to you. True relaxation is a deliberate act of courage. It is the conscious choice to stop resisting what already wants to come to you. Science tells us that stress narrows our perception, that tension clouds our judgment, and that our minds can only hold so much at a time. But when you release, when you let go of that constant gripping, your mind begins to see possibilities that were invisible before. Doors appear that you didn't even know existed. Opportunities, people, ideas, they start flowing towards you naturally because you are no longer blocking them with worry and fear. And here's the most important truth. You do not have to figure it all out right now. You do not have to plan every step, control every outcome, or force every result. Manifestation does not require struggle. It requires presence, focus, and the quiet confidence that what you desire is already making its way to you. Your only task is to release the tension, breathe, and allow yourself to feel what it is like to already have it. That feeling, the relief, the joy, the certainty is magnetic. It calls to the universe, aligning everything around you with the life you want. By staying here, by listening and allowing yourself to relax with intention, you will discover a profound shift. The endless striving loses its grip, the constant questioning quiets, and in that space, the impossible begins to feel possible. You will begin to feel the subtle movements of your desires stepping into your life, not through struggle, but through ease. And once you experience this, you will understand that the most powerful action you can take is not pushing harder, but breathing deeper, trusting more, and letting go. So stay with this, stay present, allow yourself to release even a fraction of the tension that has held you back. Because as you relax, as you surrender to this quiet strength within you, everything you've been longing for is already moving towards you. Your dreams are not distant. They are not conditional. They are waiting for you to step out of resistance and into the effortless flow that is your true power. And that is the gift, the reason to keep listening, the promise that by the end of this journey, you will know not just how to manifest, but how to truly allow it into your life. When your body and mind are calm, your world begins to change. It may sound simple, almost too simple, but this is the exact moment where true power begins to reveal itself. The human mind cannot separate what it feels from what it experiences. Neuroscience shows that the brain responds to vivid feelings of possibility as if they were already real. Every time you imagine, every time you feel, every time you allow yourself to breathe deeply into the quiet space of relaxation, you are laying the groundwork for reality to follow. The life you desire is not built by endless struggle. It is built by clarity, focus, and the emotional certainty that it is already yours. Consider how the mind works when it is stressed. Thoughts spin in circles, worries multiply, and solutions vanish like smoke. Cortisol floods your system, narrowing your vision, making it nearly impossible to notice the opportunities standing right in front of you. But when you pause, when you intentionally relax, you allow your perception to expand. Your brain begins to scan the world differently, noticing patterns, possibilities, and connections that were invisible before. What once felt distant, overwhelming, or unattainable suddenly begins to appear reachable. This is not magic. This is your biology aligning with your intention. This is science supporting the dreams that live in your heart. The paradox is profound. Doing less, feeling more, trusting more deeply produces more than endless effort ever could. Every inhale you take in this relaxed state, every exhale that releases tension is a step closer to the life you have imagined. The more you immerse yourself in this state of calm certainty, the more naturally your actions become guided by intuition rather than anxiety. Your decisions sharpen, your creativity blooms, and your energy attracts exactly what it needs to bring your desires into existence. You are no longer chasing life. Life begins moving toward you, drawn by the emotional resonance you emit. This is why relaxation is not indulgence. It is not laziness. It is the foundation of creation. It is the fertile soil in which your intentions can take root and grow without being suffocated by stress, fear, or doubt. The universe responds to the energy you radiate, and that energy is strongest when it is calm, centered, and deeply aligned with who you truly are. When you learn to cultivate this state consistently, you create a magnetic field around yourself, drawing opportunities, people, and circumstances that match the life you have envisioned. And the beauty of it is that this power is always within reach. It does not require perfect conditions, extraordinary talent, or relentless struggle. All it requires is your willingness to stop fighting against the flow, to step out of resistance and to embrace the quiet strength that has been inside you all along. Each moment you spend in stillness is a moment your desires move closer. Each breath and calm is a signal to the world that you are ready to receive. So feel it now. Feel your body soften. Feel your mind expand. Let the tension release like water finding its path. As you do, sense the possibilities opening around you. Sense the invisible threads connecting you to your desires, to the people, opportunities, and moments that will align with your vision. This is a state in which manifestation becomes inevitable, the state where dreams are no longer distant ideas, but tangible realities waiting for your permission to arrive. You are ready. You are capable. You are already on the path to everything you have ever wanted. Every thought you resist, every fear you fight against, every moment you cling to control creates invisible walls between you and what you desire. Resistance is subtle, but it is relentless. It whispers, it nags, it convinces you that the struggle is necessary, that the hard road is the only path to success. And yet the truth is exactly the opposite. The more you push against life, the more you tighten the grip on outcomes, the more you block the very flow that would bring your dreams effortlessly into your reality. Letting go does not mean giving up. It means stepping out of the way, clearing the path, and allowing the natural currents of life to guide you toward what is already meant to be yours. Feel it in your body now, the tension you carry when you try to force results. Notice the tightness in your chest, the clenching of your jaw, the way your mind races with what ifs. These sensations are not obstacles, they are signals. They are messages from your own system telling you to release, to soften, to surrender. And as you breathe into them, as you allow yourself to truly let go, the walls begin to dissolve. Each exhale releases doubt. Each inhale draws in calm certainty. You begin to realize that control is an illusion, that life responds not to struggle, but to presence, trust, and alignment. When you release resistance, you create space for clarity. Your mind, unburdened, begins to see solutions that were invisible before. Opportunities appear where none seem to exist. People show up, doors open, and circumstances align in ways that feel almost miraculous. This is not chance. This is the result of a mind operating in its natural, unhindered state. Your inner calm becomes a magnet, attracting everything that matches the frequency of your relaxed confidence. The universe does not push against you. It flows through you when you stop blocking it with tension and fear. There is profound freedom in this understanding. The freedom to trust that life is working in your favor. The freedom to feel gratitude for what is while expecting more. The freedom to act without desperation, to take inspired steps that feel natural, effortless, and right. When you operate from this state, manifestation is no longer a distant goal or an abstract concept. It becomes a living, breathing process. Each choice you make, each thought you entertain, each emotion you embrace, feeds the momentum of what you desire. Let yourself experience the subtle shift that occurs when resistance melts. Notice the lightness in your chest, the expansion in your mind, the sense of alignment that grows from within. You are learning to move with life, not against it. You are learning that every time you let go, every time you release the need to control, you step closer to your desires. You are learning that surrender is not defeat. It is the ultimate form of strength. Hold on to this feeling. Allow it to deepen. Let the knowledge sink into every fiber of your being that what you want is not blocked, not far away, not dependent on endless struggle. It is already moving towards you. The only thing that stands between you and your manifestation is the tension you carry, the resistance you cling to, and the belief that you must force life to comply with your timeline. Release that now. Relax into the certainty that what is yours will come. Breathe, let go, and watch as the flow begins to carry you toward everything you have ever dreamed of. Surrender is not giving up. Surrender is the conscious decision to stop fighting against the flow and to step into alignment with what is already moving toward you. It is the recognition that the harder you push, the more the universe resists, and the more effortless you allow yourself to be, the more life begins to unfold in your favor. Imagine your body as a vessel and your mind as a channel. When tension fills the vessel, the channel clogs. When you relax, when you release, when you allow, energy flows freely. And with that flow comes clarity, opportunity, and the magnetic pull that draws your desires into your life. Feel what it means to surrender fully, without hesitation, without the need to control outcomes. It is a strange kind of courage, the courage to trust what you cannot see, to believe in what has not yet appeared, to act without forcing. Psychologists call this cognitive flexibility, the ability to bend without breaking, to adapt without losing direction. When you practice this, your mind stops spinning with doubt and fear and instead opens to solutions, inspirations, and possibilities that were hidden while you were fighting. Every time you release the need to dominate, to manipulate, to plan every detail, you create a space for life to show up exactly as it should. This is the paradox of manifestation. The more you surrender, the stronger your influence becomes. The calmer you are, the sharper your focus. The less you cling, the more magnetic your energy becomes. You begin to notice that doors open with ease, that opportunities arrive without struggle, that the people and circumstances you need appear at precisely the right time. This is not luck. It is a natural consequence of aligning your inner state with the desires of your heart. You are no longer pushing the river. You are floating with it, guided by the currents of your own energy and intention. Surrender requires presence. It asks you to be here now, fully aware of your body, your breath, your thoughts, and your feelings. It invites you to notice resistance, to acknowledge fear, and to release it with each exhale. As you do, a subtle transformation begins. Your mind, once restless and cluttered, becomes clear and receptive. Your heart, once heavy with worry, becomes open and expansive. Your spirit, once burdened with tension, begins to resonate with the frequency of your desires. This is the fertile ground where manifestation grows, not through struggle, but through alignment, trusting the process, surrendering with intention, feeling the release deeply. These are not passive acts. They are the most powerful, deliberate choices you can make. Every moment you embrace surrender, you strengthen the invisible connection between who you are and what you want. You are signaling to the universe that you are ready to receive. You are creating the emotional resonance that pulls your desires toward you effortlessly. You are stepping into the state of being where manifestation is not forced, it is inevitable. So take this moment to feel the shift. Feel your muscles soften, your mind expand, your chest lift with ease. Sense the currents of life beginning to move with you, around you, through you. Know that each breath, each intentional release brings your desires closer. Surrender is not defeat, it is power. It is courage. It is the key that unlocks the effortless path to everything you have been longing for. Breathe, relax, let go, and allow life to bring you exactly what you have been ready to receive all along. Your imagination is one of the most powerful tools you possess. And when paired with a relaxed mind, it becomes unstoppable. The brain cannot distinguish between what is vividly felt and what is real. When you immerse yourself in the experience of having what you desire, when you feel the joy, the gratitude, the excitement of your dreams already fulfilled, your mind begins to create pathways that draw that reality closer. This is not wishful thinking. This is the science of the mind at work. Each image you hold, each emotion you cultivate, reshapes your perception, making the world respond to the version of you that believes it is already possible. Allow yourself to feel your desires fully without questioning when or how they will arrive. Sense them as tangible, as living within your reach. Let your body respond with excitement, your heart open with gratitude, and your mind quiet with certainty. Emotions are magnets. The more authentic your feelings, the stronger the pull toward what you want. This is why so many struggle with manifestation. They focus only on the surface, the mental image, without engaging the deep currents of feeling that activate the law of attraction. When you relax into the emotional experience of having your desires now, you become a signal the universe cannot ignore. Notice how your body responds as you do this. The chest lifts, the shoulders soften, the breath flows easier. This is more than comfort. It is alignment. The tension that once blocked your vision dissolves, making room for clarity and creativity. You begin to see opportunities that were invisible before. Solutions that felt out of reach suddenly appear obvious. The energy around you shifts, responding to the frequency of your calm certainty. When you visualize with feeling, you are not escaping reality. You are shaping it, guiding it towards you with precision and ease. The mind works like a garden. If it is cluttered with doubt, fear, and impatience, nothing can take root. But if it is nourished with clarity, belief, and deep emotional engagement, the seeds of your desires grow naturally. Relaxation is the sunlight, the feeling is the water, and your attention is the soil that allows life to flourish. Every time you give yourself permission to feel what it is like to have your desires now, you are cultivating the fertile ground of manifestation. Your brain begins to recognize patterns, opportunities, and people that align with your vision. The path to your goals becomes visible not through struggle, but through clarity and presence. Do not underestimate the power of your feelings. Gratitude, joy, anticipation, and certainty are not just pleasant states. They are the engine that drives your dreams into reality. When you practice feeling as if your desires are already yours, the universe mirrors it back. You become a living magnet, drawing experiences, resources, and relationships toward you effortlessly. This is the essence of relaxed manifestation, not forcing, not controlling, but aligning your internal state with the life you wish to live. So breathe deeply and feel. Let the emotions of success, joy, and fulfillment wash over you as if they are already yours. Notice the subtle shift within, the sense of possibility expanding in your chest. This is the state in which dreams cease to be distant and begin to move into your reality. You do not need to chase, push, or struggle. You only need to relax, feel deeply, and allow your inner certainty to guide the external world toward you. This is the power you carry, the power you activate every time you choose to feel your dreams as real today. Control is an illusion. The need to micromanage to force every outcome, to plan every step in painstaking detail, creates tension that suffocates your potential. When you cling too tightly to how and when things should happen, you block the natural flow that is constantly moving toward you. The truth is that the universe is not waiting for your permission to bring your desires into reality. It is already moving, already aligning, already creating. The only thing that stands in the way is your insistence on holding on too tightly, your need to orchestrate life instead of allowing it to unfold. Feel that tension in your body now. Notice where you grip, where your mind races with the endless scenarios of what might go wrong. This is resistance, plain and simple. It is the energy that pushes against your own desires, the subtle force that keeps you spinning in circles rather than moving forward. And now, intentionally, allow it to soften. Let it loosen with every exhale. Let it flow out of your body like water, leaving space for clarity, alignment, and ease. The moment you release the illusion of control, you open yourself to inspiration, intuition, and synchronicity. This is where life begins to respond, not because you are forcing it, but because you are ready to receive. Understand that releasing control is not about passivity. It is about trust, presence, and deliberate focus on what you can influence while allowing the rest to fall into place naturally. When you operate from this state, your energy becomes magnetic. You attract solutions, opportunities, and connections effortlessly. You begin to notice patterns that were invisible before. Doors that seemed closed start to swing open. People show up at the right time, places appear at the right moment, and circumstances shift in ways that feel almost miraculous simply because you are no longer pushing against the current of life. This principle is supported by psychology. Cognitive rigidity, the compulsion to control every variable, narrows perception increases stress and inhibits creativity. Flexibility, surrender, and openness, on the other hand, expand awareness, reduce tension, allow the mind to recognize possibilities that were previously invisible. By consciously letting go, by trusting the flow rather than forcing the outcome, you are harnessing the natural intelligence of your own mind and the universe itself. This is not theory. This is how manifestation works. This is how desire becomes reality without struggle. Feel the liberation that comes with letting go. Sense the lightness in your chest, the clarity in your mind, the energy that rises as you release the need to control. This is freedom. This is power. This is alignment. The more you practice this, the easier it becomes to navigate life with calm certainty. You no longer waste energy fighting invisible barriers. You move with precision, with intention, with trust. And as you do, the world responds, reflecting back to you the desires you have already begun to claim through your relaxed, aligned state. So breathe. Allow yourself to release the compulsion to control. Feel the space that opens inside and around you. Trust that what is yours is moving toward you now, effortlessly, naturally, without force. Your surrender is not weakness, it is the ultimate strength. It is the secret that turns longing into fulfillment, tension into flow, desire into reality. Relax into it, embrace it, and notice how the currents of life begin to carry you toward everything you have been ready to receive. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is a force that reshapes your reality. When you focus on what you already have, when you allow yourself to feel genuine appreciation for even the smallest blessings, your mind begins to notice abundance everywhere. Neuroscience shows that gratitude rewires the brain, highlighting opportunities, resources, and possibilities that were invisible before. Each act of appreciation is like turning on a magnet, drawing experiences and circumstances that match the energy of thankfulness. The life you desire does not come from lack or striving. It comes from alignment with the frequency of abundance, and gratitude is the most powerful way to tune into that frequency. Feel it now. Think of something in your head that brings you joy, something simple yet profound, and allow that feeling to grow within you. Let it fill your chest, expand your heart, and radiate through every fiber of your being. As you do, notice how tension begins to soften, how your mind becomes clearer, how your energy shifts. Gratitude is not just a mental exercise, it is a full body, full mind practice that transforms the way you perceive and interact with the world. The more deeply you feel it, the stronger the signal you send to the universe, and the more effortlessly your desires begin to respond. When you combine relaxation with gratitude, the effect is exponential. A calm mind without tension paired with the emotional resonance of appreciation becomes a powerful magnet for the life you want. Resistance falls away, doubts dissolve, and inspiration flows naturally. You begin to see opportunities that were always there but hidden by stress and worry. You notice people and circumstances aligning perfectly with your goals. Every breath of genuine gratitude strengthens the connection between your inner state and the external reality you are cultivating. Gratitude also builds resilience. It reminds you that even when things seem delayed or uncertain, there is always something to appreciate. This perspective reduces fear, softens impatience, and allows you to maintain a relaxed, confident state. When you operate from this space, the universe mirrors it back. You are no longer grasping for what you want. Instead, you are radiating an energy that naturally attracts it. Every moment spent in appreciation strengthens your alignment with the life you are meant to create. Let this feeling expand. Let it grow beyond the small moments into a deep, abiding state of being. Feel gratitude not only for what exists, but for what is coming, for what is on its way, for the life you are in the process of manifesting. This is the emotional foundation of your desires. When your heart and mind resonate with this energy, when you relax into the certainty of abundance, manifestation becomes inevitable. You no longer chase your dreams. They flow toward you because you have created the space, the emotional clarity, and the alignment to receive them fully. So take a deep breath and let gratitude wash through you. Let it release tension, illuminate possibilities, and magnetize your desires. Feel it in every cell, every thought, every intention. Know that the life you dream of is responding to this energy now. Gratitude is the bridge between what is and what can be, between longing and fulfillment, between effort and effortless manifestation. Relax into it, embody it, and allow yourself to receive the abundance that is your natural birthright. Patience is not a passive state. It is an active force that strengthens your connection to everything you desire. The mind wants instant results, immediate proof, and quick validation. But the reality of manifestation is that timing is precise and often unseen. Each moment of waiting is not wasted. It is part of the process, a necessary space in which the universe aligns circumstances, opportunities, and people with your readiness. When you surrender to timing rather than fight against it, you step into a rhythm that amplifies your power, a rhythm that moves with life rather than against it. Feel the tension that arises when you want results immediately. Notice how it creates anxiety, impatience, and doubt. This tension is a signal, an invitation to release control and deepen trust. Each breath you take in calm patience dissolves resistance and expands your perception. You begin to notice subtleties, patterns, and possibilities that were invisible when you were rushing, forcing, or grasping. The world responds not to your urgency, but to your alignment. The more relaxed, centered, and patient you are, the more smoothly life delivers what you seek. Patience strengthens your inner confidence. It allows you to act from clarity rather than reaction, to take steps inspired by insight rather than fear. Neuroscience reveals that delayed gratification builds resilience, focus, and decision-making power. When you cultivate patience, you are not waiting aimlessly. You are creating a fertile ground in which your desires can flourish naturally. Each day, each hour, each breath in this state is an investment in the inevitability of your success. You are learning to trust that the unseen forces are moving in your favor and that your readiness to receive is just as important as the arrival of what you want. The paradox of patience is profound. The more you allow, the more you receive. The more you release the need for immediate results, the faster and more completely your desires manifest. Tension and hurry create resistance. Calm and trust create flow. Every time you pause, every time you let go of the need to control timing, you open space for alignment, inspiration, and synchronicity. You begin to notice the subtle signs, the right people, the perfect moments that you would have missed in a state of rush. Patience is not waiting. It is the art of staying present, engaged, and aligned while life organizes itself around you. Feel it now. Sense the freedom that comes when you release impatience, the lightness that arises when you trust the process, the quiet strength that builds when you relax into timing. Each breath becomes a reminder that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you cannot yet see the full picture. Your desires are not blocked, delayed, or forgotten. They are moving toward you in perfect sequence. Your role is not to force their arrival, but to embody the calm certainty that allows them to appear naturally, effortlessly, and completely. So breathe deeply and allow yourself to inhabit this state of patience. Feel the tension dissolve, the heart expand, and the mind open to possibilities. Trust that timing is a co-creator with your intentions, that each pause strengthens your power, and that your desires are already aligning with your readiness to receive them. Relax into this rhythm, embody the certainty of arrival, and notice how the universe mirrors back the patience, clarity, and trust you radiate. You are already on the path. Every moment of calm brings you closer to everything you have been waiting for. Everything you feel becomes a signal to the world. Your energy, your emotions, your inner state, they are the language through which life responds. Every thought, every sensation, every vibration you emit attracts experiences that match it. When your energy is aligned with calm, clarity, and confidence, the universe cannot help but respond. When your energy is scattered with doubt, fear, and tension, it reflects back struggle. Manifestation is not about pushing harder. It is about aligning deeper. It is about feeling the version of yourself who already has what you desire and letting that frequency guide every action and perception. Feel the power in this idea. You are not passive in this process. You are the generator, the signal, the force. Every time you cultivate a sense of calm certainty, every time you feel the emotions of success, every time you let go of tension and resistance, you strengthen your magnetic pull. Your desires are not separate from you. They are responding to the energy you radiate. Energy alignment is not abstract. It is measurable in the way your thoughts sharpen, your intuition heightens, and the opportunities that match your inner state begin to appear effortlessly. Notice how your body responds when you focus on alignment. Your breath flows easily. Your muscles soften. Your heart opens. These are not mere sensations. They are indicators that your internal state is matching the reality you wish to create. Every cell in your body is tuned to the frequency you choose to hold. When you operate from this state, life begins to move with you rather than against you. Patterns emerge, coincidences become synchronicities, and doors that were once closed begin to open naturally. Alignment is the bridge between desire and reality, the path along which manifestation travels without resistance. Energy alignment also transforms your decision-making. When you are centered, when your mind and body resonate with clarity and calm, choices become instinctive, precise, and effortless. You no longer act out of fear or impatience. You act from intuition, from insight, from the quiet knowing that guides you toward what you truly want. Every inspired step you take is amplified because it is rooted in alignment rather than struggle. The universe conspires with you not when you push blindly, but when your energy matches the life you envision. Feel it now. The subtle power that rises when tension releases, when doubt dissolves, when alignment takes over. Sense the flow of possibilities surrounding you, the invisible threads connecting you to the people, ideas, and circumstances that serve your growth and your desires. Energy alignment is not a technique. It is a state of being. It is the natural result of relaxation, trust, and emotional clarity. The more consistently you inhabit this state, the more effortlessly your manifestations arrive. You are not chasing life. You are radiating a frequency that life responds to. So breathe deeply and sense the energy within you shifting, tuning itself to the frequency of your desires. Let your mind quiet, your heart open, and your body soften into alignment. Every moment you maintain this state, every thought held with clarity, every feeling felt with conviction, strengthens your magnetic field. The life you want is not distant. It is moving toward you now, drawn by the energy you are cultivating. Align fully, relax completely, and allow the currents of your own power to bring your desires into effortless reality. Action is not about forcing, pushing, or striving desperately. It is about moving from a place of calm clarity. When your mind is relaxed and your energy aligned, every step you take becomes inspired, purposeful, and effortless. Action born from tension creates struggle, frustration, and wasted energy. Action born from stillness, from trust, from inner certainty, flows naturally, carries momentum, and produces results far greater than any effort fueled by fear. This is the paradox. The more you relax, the more powerfully you act, the more aligned your movements become with your desires. Feel the difference within yourself. Notice how your body responds when you consider action without pressure. There is a lightness, a flow, a sense of precision that emerges when you move from alignment rather than resistance. Each step becomes intentional. Each decision becomes clear. Each moment of movement carries the weight of purpose without the burden of anxiety. The universe responds to this energy. Inspired action attracts opportunities, people, and resources in ways that frantic struggle never can. What you do from a place of inner calm is amplified because it resonates with the frequency of your desires. Understand that action in this state is not optional, it is necessary. Manifestation is not passive, it requires participation. But participation guided by relaxation, clarity, and alignment transforms effort into effortless momentum. Every move you make in this state is a signal to the universe, a declaration that you are ready to receive, ready to create, and ready to step fully into the life you have envisioned. It is not about doing more. It is about doing right, guided by insight, intuition, and trust. Notice how inspiration flows naturally when tension is released. Ideas that once seemed impossible become simple. Solutions appear where there was only confusion, and the next right step becomes obvious. This is the power of relaxed action. It removes the noise, eliminates doubt, and allows you to respond to the opportunities that already align with your path. You no longer chase results blindly. You act in harmony with the energy you are cultivating, and the world moves with you rather than against you. Feel the confidence that arises from this state. Every action taken from calm certainty strengthens your internal signal, intensifies your magnetic pull, and accelerates the manifestation of your desires. You are no longer fragmented, anxious, or reactive. You are coherent, aligned, and powerful. The work you do now is not measured by how much you push. It is measured by how connected, centered, and intentional you are. Every moment spent in alignment magnifies your results, turning ordinary steps into extraordinary movement toward your dreams. Breathe deeply and sense the flow of inspired action within you. Let each decision, each movement, each intention arise from clarity rather than force. Feel the energy of purpose coursing through your body, guiding you, connecting you to everything necessary for your success. Relaxed action is the bridge between vision and reality, between desire and fulfillment. When you act from this place, life responds, momentum builds, and manifestation becomes not just possible, but inevitable. Trust this process, step forward with calm certainty, and allow every inspired action to carry you closer to the life you have been waiting to claim. Doubt is a natural response, but it is not a command. Every time you hesitate, question, or worry, you feed energy into fear rather than possibility. Doubt clouds perception, drains momentum, and slows the manifestation of your desires. It convinces you that what you want is far, uncertain, or even impossible. But the truth is that doubt is a signal, not a verdict. It is the mind's way of testing your commitment, of asking whether you are willing to trust beyond what is visible, whether you can feel certainty in the absence of proof. Feel the subtle tension that doubt creates in your body. Notice how it tightens your chest, accelerates your thoughts, and distracts you from your inner clarity. Now intentionally release it. Each breath out is a surrender of fear. Each inhale draws in calm certainty, faith, and focus. Doubt has no power when you recognize it for what it is, a temporary mental pattern, a habit of questioning, not a reflection of reality. When you release it, you create space for confidence, clarity, and alignment to take its place. Understand this. Doubt cannot coexist with deep inner certainty. The more you anchor yourself in the feeling of already having what you desire, the less influence doubt holds. It begins to dissolve, not because you fight it, but because you are stronger than it. Every time you choose to trust, every time you focus on alignment, every time you breathe into calm certainty, doubt loses its grip. Your desires respond to your certainty, not your hesitation. You are sending a signal of readiness, conviction, and belief that the universe cannot ignore. Notice how your mind shifts when doubt releases. Decisions become clearer, opportunities that were invisible before begin to appear, and your actions carry confidence rather than second guessing. This clarity is magnetic. People, circumstances, and resources move towards you effortlessly because your inner state is aligned with the reality you are creating. The presence of doubt may attempt to intrude, but your energy now dominates. It attracts what matches the frequency of certainty, leaving fear and hesitation behind. Feel the power of this transformation within yourself. Doubt has no authority over a mind that knows it is capable, over a heart that feels deserving, over a spirit that trusts the process. Every moment you choose certainty over hesitation, you strengthen your signal, amplify your magnetic pull, and accelerate the manifestation of your desires. You are no longer negotiating with fear. You are embodying confidence, alignment, and trust. The life you want does not require perfection or total certainty. It requires that you maintain focus on what is possible, what is already yours in feeling and energy. Breathe deeply and allow certainty to fill every part of you. Let it expand through your chest, settle in your mind, and resonate through your body. Recognize that doubt is temporary and your aligned energy is permanent. The more you strengthen this inner certainty, the faster the world aligns with your desires. You are capable. You are ready. You are already on the path. Every doubt you release is another step closer to the effortless arrival of everything you've been waiting for. Trust it, feel it, embody it, and notice how the life you dream of moves naturally towards you. Trust begins within. It is not something you wait for from the outside world. It is a state you cultivate inside yourself. Self-trust is the foundation of all manifestation, the unseen force that allows your desires to move from imagination into reality. When you trust yourself, when you believe in your own ability to navigate life, every action becomes confident, every decision precise, and every thought aligned with possibility. Without trust, doubt, hesitation, and fear fill the space, slowing momentum and clouding clarity. With trust, your energy radiates certainty, and the universe responds with perfect timing. Feel what it means to trust yourself fully. Sense the deep knowing that you are capable, that you are worthy, that you have everything within you to receive and create what you desire. Let this trust anchor in your chest, flow through your mind, and resonate throughout your body. Every tension begins to release. Every thought of limitation dissolves. Self-trust is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is recognizing that you are the most reliable partner in your own journey, the one whose energy determines the speed and ease with which your desires manifest. Notice how the mind behaves when trust is present. Decisions come naturally. The next step becomes clear without overthinking. Inspiration flows. Your intuition rises above noise and doubt, guiding you toward opportunities that match the frequency of your inner certainty. Trust sharpens perception, opening your awareness to patterns, people, and possibilities that were invisible when you were uncertain or hesitant. Your inner confidence acts like a magnet, drawing exactly what you need into your orbit at precisely the right moment. Self-trust also transforms fear. When you are anchored in the knowledge that you can handle what comes, fear loses its power. Challenges no longer feel threatening. They feel like steps on the path, like invitations to expand, grow, and move closer to your desires. Every moment of uncertainty becomes a chance to strengthen your inner foundation rather than a reason to contract. This is the subtle power of trust. It turns potential obstacles into catalysts, tension into flow, and hesitation into inspired action. Feel it now. Let trust fill every part of you, the chest, the shoulders, the mind. Let it expand like light, dissolving the shadows of doubt and hesitation. Know that every breath you take in this state strengthens the signal you send to the universe. Your desires respond to the energy of your self-belief, not to the noise of worry or comparison. Every choice, every action, every thought rooted in trust accelerates alignment, attracts opportunities, and strengthens the invisible threads that connect you to what you want. So breathe deeply and let trust become your foundation. Allow it to guide your actions, sharpen your intuition, and anchor your energy and certainty. Recognize that self-trust is the most powerful form of alignment, the key that unlocks effortless manifestation and the force that transforms desire into reality. You are capable. You are worthy. You are ready. As you embody this trust fully, the universe responds and everything you have been imagining moves naturally, effortlessly, and inevitably towards you. Belief is the invisible architecture of your reality. What you truly believe shapes the world around you more than any effort, plan, or strategy ever could. Every thought, every feeling, every image you hold in your mind builds the foundation upon which your life is constructed. When belief is strong, when it is unwavering and aligned with your desires, your energy broadcasts a signal that the universe cannot ignore. Manifestation is not about convincing the world. It's about convincing yourself that what you want is not only possible, but inevitable. Feel the weight of your beliefs now. Notice which ones empower you and which ones limit you. Every doubt, every hesitation, every tiny "I can't" creates friction, slowing your progress, clouding your perception, and weakening your energy. Every certainty, every confident thought, every firm "I can" strengthens the signal of what you are calling into your life. Belief is not passive. It is a living, breathing force that courses through your body, shapes your thoughts, and attracts circumstances, people, and opportunities in harmony with its frequency. When you cultivate belief, the world begins to align with it effortlessly. Your mind starts noticing solutions where before there were only problems. Your intuition becomes sharper, guiding you toward the actions and choices that produce results. Your energy becomes magnetic, drawing the exact circumstances that match the reality you are envisioning. What once felt distant, improbable, or out of reach now feels tangible, close, and inevitable because your inner state signals to life that it is ready to receive. Belief also transforms fear and resistance. When you genuinely believe in the possibility of your desires, fear loses its grip. Challenges are no longer intimidating. They become opportunities to test, refine, and strengthen your alignment. Every obstacle becomes temporary, every delay becomes purposeful, and every doubt is simply a sign that you need to return to the certainty that lives within you. The mind responds to what it believes, not to what is objectively true, and your energy becomes a force that actively shapes outcomes rather than passively reacting to them. Feel the sensation of unwavering belief now. Let it rise in your chest, settle in your mind, and flow through your body. Let it dissolve any remnants of hesitation, doubt, or tension. This belief is not blind optimism. It is the deep inner certainty that the life you desire is already moving toward you, and that every thought and action aligned with that certainty accelerates its arrival. The more you inhabit this state, the more effortless and natural manifestation becomes, because your energy matches exactly what you seek. Breathe deeply and let belief anchor you fully in the reality you are creating. Know that every thought reinforced with certainty, every feeling aligned with possibility, every action taken from this place strengthens the magnetic pull of your desires. You are not waiting for permission, proof, or confirmation from the outside world. You are generating the energy that calls your dreams into existence. As you embody unwavering belief, life responds, alignment strengthens, and everything you have been envisioning begins to flow towards you effortlessly, powerfully, and inevitably. Focus is the engine that transforms desire into reality. Every thought you allow to dominate your mind, every idea you repeatedly return to, shapes the energy you radiate and the circumstances you attract. Distraction scatters your energy, dissipates your power, and slows the manifestation of your goals. Focus, on the other hand, concentrates your energy like a lens, intensifying your signal and drawing everything you want toward you with precision. What you hold in your attention expands, and when your focus is steady, clear, and aligned with your desires, the universe responds without delay. Feel the power of focused attention now. Notice how your mind sharpens when you remove noise, doubt, and unnecessary chatter. Each thought directed toward your goal becomes a signal. Each moment of clarity strengthens the energy of alignment, and each breath taken with intention reinforces your connection to your desires. Focus is not about forcing, it is about tuning. It is the deliberate act of placing your mind, emotions, and energy in harmony with the life you are creating. The more precise and consistent your focus, the more magnetic your energy becomes. Distraction is subtle, often disguised as busyness, obligation, or worry. It whispers, not now, later, maybe, pulling you away from the certainty of what is possible. When you choose focus, you reclaim your power. You bring your attention back to what matters, back to the desires that stir your heart, back to the energy that signals readiness to the universe. This is not a mental exercise. It is a state of being. Focused alignment sharpens your perception, intensifies your energy, and makes the path toward your goals visible and navigable. Notice how focus transforms action. Every step you take becomes intentional. Every decision guided by insight rather than impulse. Every movement amplified by the clarity of your attention. When your energy and focus are aligned with your desire, the universe mirrors it. Opportunities appear, solutions emerge, and momentum builds effortlessly. The life you have envisioned responds not to scattered effort, but to concentrated, aligned energy. Focus turns possibility into reality because it channels your entire